First and foremost, I mean, the idea of who Muhammad Ali is, was, and always has been romanticized to a degree that we lose a lot of what Muhammad Ali went through, brought to the table, and it gets diluted over the years. And what happens is when Muhammad Ali couldn't talk, he was no longer a threat. And when he was no longer a threat, he was able to be embraced. Because if Muhammad Ali could talk, we have an idea of maybe how he would approach these situations. Now, if you look at the athlete of today, there wasn't marketing and branding and your attachment to like Michael Jordan being attached to Hanes and hot dogs and Gatorade. Athletes look out for themselves more than they look out for anybody else. So when we ask celebrities to speak and athletes to speak, sometimes you don't really want to know what they have to say or what they think. So we have to be very careful. When we look at Floyd Mayweather donating to George Floyd, basically covering the funeral, people say, why does he do more? No, we need to accept that and embrace that, because that's probably all he can really bring to the table. Because no disrespect to Floyd Mayweather, but the brother doesn't like to talk publicly about these issues. So that's his approach. And we need to embrace that particular approach. When we look at other athletes, we look at Colin Kaepernick, you know, people talk about Colin Kaepernick and get upset when you try to compare it to Muhammad Ali. But I think the thing here that we forget is it was a long period of time where Muhammad Ali was hated. There was a long period of time when Colin Kaepernick was hated. They don't love you until you're gone. They don't love you until you're out the league. They don't love you until you're no longer here speaking, because if Colin Kaepernick was still talking, there would be a lot of people still disliking him. So I think the way we romanticize what celebrities are supposed to do when these situations come up is dangerous, because we don't really want to hear him speak. I don't really want to hear what Kanye West has to say. I don't want to hear what Lil Wayne has to say. There's certain athletes that I don't care what you have to say. But if you want to donate to the cause, then you know, do that.